Some anime build worlds, these destroy you. In these 6 universes, survival is torture. Strength means suffering. Weakness means extinction. Every rule, every breath is designed to break you. Here are 6 anime worlds where living is the cruelest punishment. Subscribe to channel for more. Starting off at number 6, we have Kaiji, where poverty isn't just a backdrop, it's the prison. The world of Kaiji Ultimate Survivor is modern-day Japan, only one step removed from hell. Debts pile up like corpses. Hope is a scam sold to the desperate, and Kaiji Itu, our unlucky everyman, is tossed into a deadly carnival of psychological torture, all orchestrated by the rich, bored, and sadistic. The first game, restricted, rock, paper, scissors. Sounds simple, but when the loser gets locked into labor camps and the winner barely escapes with trauma and guilt, it stops being a game. It becomes a social vivisection. As the series escalates, so do the stakes. Underground slavery, forced organ donation, human pachinko. Everything in Kaiji is monetized misery. And the worst part, it's entirely legal. The government isn't just absent, it's complicit. The upper class turns suffering into sport, and the working class. They're both the clowns and the corpses. Kaiji's world runs on a brutal truth. Freedom is a debt you can't afford, and the house always wins. Next up, a prison system where the inmates bleed for your entertainment and survival is part of the show. At number 5, welcome to Deadman Wonderland, where justice is a circus and the condemned are the clowns. After a school massacre he didn't commit, Ganta Igarashi is sentenced to Japan's first privatized prison. But this isn't just incarceration, it's performance. Deadman Wonderland turns executions into prime-time blood, gore, and desperation broadcasts for public consumption. Inmates wear collars that inject poison. The antidote, candy you have to earn by surviving sadistic obstacle courses. A single slip means death, not from your injuries, but from the clock ticking around your neck. Then comes the real twist. Ganta is a dead man, infected with the branch of sin, a mutation that lets prisoners weaponize their blood. These fighters are forced into underground death matches called Carnival Corpse, where losers get body parts removed. Live. Deadman Wonderland is structured cruelty, a machine that chews up the broken and spits out trauma. Corporations profit, viewers cheer, the inmates scream for mercy and bleed for ratings. It's not about guilt or innocence, it's about how entertaining your death can be. Next, we climb down into a world so stunning, so beautiful, it almost makes you forget it's trying to kill you. Dropping into number 4, we reach the unfathomable depths of Made in Abyss, where wonder is a weapon and curiosity costs flesh. The Abyss is a vertical hellhole that devours anything human. Its layers are mesmerizing, bioluminescent forests, ancient relics, godlike creatures, but each descent carries a curse, nausea, hallucinations, bleeding, madness, death. Go too deep, and the way back warps your body or mind. Or both. Riko, a child born near the abyss, dreams of reaching the bottom. What she finds isn't adventure, it's horror. One friend mutates into a moaning blob, kept alive out of guilt. Another is dissected and reassembled by a sadistic researcher who treats suffering like science. Even Reg, the half-human robot, questions whether he's a savior or just another weapon. The abyss doesn't kill you immediately. It transforms you into meat, into memory, into myth. Children smile through the blood. Adults vanish into legend. And the deeper you go, the more human you lose. In Made in Abyss, nature isn't neutral. It's malevolent. And the only thing worse than dying down there is surviving. Next, a utopia that only works if everyone forgets they're living in a cage. Time to dissect Shinsekai Yori. A future so peaceful, it hides genocide in its foundations. 1,000 years from now, humanity has evolved, or rather, mutated. People now possess psychic powers known as Quantus, capable of reshaping matter with a thought. Sounds like progress, except history remembers what we did with fire. Civilizations burned, empires collapsed, and the survivors built a world of harmony by slaughtering every threat to it, including children who couldn't develop properly from birth. Kids are surveilled, tested, filtered. Those deemed unstable disappear overnight. The term used, purified. Schools train children with riddles and fear, manipulating memory to maintain control, And when Saki and her friends begin to question the system, the world retaliates with surgical cruelty. Worse still are the Quirets' subhuman creatures used as labor and cannon fodder, until a single twist reveals what they really are: former humans, genetically altered and enslaved. The utopia is built on brainwashing, classism, and institutionalized murder. In Shinsekai Yori, peace isn't earned, it's enforced. And every smile is bought with blood you're not allowed to remember. Next up, where the world has already ended, but no one had the decency to tell the residents. Welcome to Textilize. At number 2, Welcome to Textilize, where humanity is on life support and the plug's already halfway pulled. Lux is an underground city, decaying in silence. No sky, no sun, just rust, dust, and the hum of machines replacing what used to be human. Society here isn't broken, it's obsolete. 3 factions control the ruins: the mafia-like Organo, the extremist class, and the disfigured dwellers. But none of them are winning because there's nothing left to win. Eyes, our protagonist, starts the story by losing an arm and a leg. He's rebuilt with textilized cybernetic limbs. But in Lux, augmentation doesn't mean empowerment. It's just a slower, colder death. Every part you replace robs you of humanity until all that's left is instinct and machine. The people here don't fight for power. They fight out of habit, and even that fades. The city is dying, literally, as its connection to the surface world collapses. Prophets whisper about the end, but no one runs. There's nowhere to run. Textilize is terminal. It doesn't ask who will survive, it asks, why would you want to? And finally, number 1. Topping the list at number 1 is Attack on Titan, the anime that dares to ask, what if the real world was even worse than the monster one? At first, the threat seems simple. Gigantic humanoid beasts, the Titans, roam outside the walls, devouring humans. So humanity retreats, builds barriers, and prays. For 100 years, it works. Then the walls fall. What unfolds isn't just a war for survival, it's a revelation of layered betrayals. Titans aren't monsters. They're weapons. The true enemy isn't outside, it's history, rewritten to control. The island of Paradis is a prison of ignorance. The world beyond, a machine of racial hatred, revenge, and generational genocide. Children are raised as weapons. Leaders sell lies to delay annihilation. Every victory is a sacrifice of morality. And UN, once a symbol of resistance, becomes a mirror of everything he fought. Freedom becomes indistinguishable from domination. The final twist: no one's right, no one wins. Attack on Titan doesn't glorify war. It shows how it mutates hope into horror. In this world, the question isn't who's the enemy, it's how much of yourself are you willing to lose to feel free. 6 worlds, 6 slow deaths, not chaos design. Each universe built to make pain, routine, and hope a flaw. Kaiji gambles with despair. Deadman Wonderland sells justice for blood. Made in Abyss hides hell in beauty. Shinsekai Yori rewrites peace through lies. Textilize decays in silence. Attack on Titan turns truth into a weapon. Which world would break you first? Subscribe to the channel for more.